this. I feel so wrong in what I do. I feel so weird. I've waited way too long to put this disclaimer out, but please don't give me shit because of how I choose to speak. Please, people. Please don't do that. If you want to, I can just be monotone. I can be like, "Hey, how you guys doing today? This is the guy who plays shit, and I'm here with another gameplay on Trouble in Terrorist Town." And well, you see here, this is what's it called? One of those darn those loading screens, and those are very frequent, and I don't quite like them, but they just keep showing up. Uh, well, to bide the time, I'm gonna speak about how my life was today. I I woke up this morning with a fierce passion in my mind, set to go get me some fucking bacon. And I had none in my house. I went through the fridge, the freezer, my dog's stomach. I found no bacon. So instead I said, hey, you know what? Let's live a little bit, be a bit adventurous. And I decided to miss my bus to work and say, hey, I'm gonna go to a fucking diner and eat me some goddamn bacon. So I went to a diner and I found me a person to ask for bacon. I said, hey, Miss Waiter, give me a glass of wine and a pamphlet, a fucking dish of bacon. And she's all like, hey, we don't sell bacon here, mister. Bacons are only for pigs, and pigs aren't what we sell. We sell fucking pancakes and syrup and wine. No, we don't sell wine either. If you want wine and bacon, I suggest going to the wine and bacon store. It's down the street in fuck you land. Haha, get the fuck out, motherfucker. Excuse that. I'm sorry. I lose my cool sometimes. So I left there very unperplexed by these people, very unsatisfied by their way of life. I left this store, this baconless diner, and I walked the streets with a scent of homelessness on me, for I felt without a residence when I don't have my bacon. I looked for bacon for hours and hours, forever, and I could never find any. Store to store, nothing. I found my wine, but I could not find my bacon. Until finally, I stumbled upon a man sitting on a bucket, an overturned bucket with half a can of paint sprawled all over it. I asked this man, hey man, do you know where I can get me some motherfucking bacon? And he looked at me with a sharp look in his eyes. He took something from his back pocket and showed me the thing I'd been seeking for. He showed me a strip of bacon. I'm like, I need some of that shit. And he said to me, you cannot have this, for this is the last piece of bacon in the world. If you want this bacon, you're gonna have to do something you don't want to do. I said, what, master? What will I have to do to get me that piece of bacon? And he said to me, with a dead-ass grin and a fucking look in his eyes that made me cringe, he said to me, if you want this bacon, mister, you're gonna have to go down the street and fucking kill yourself, cause you're not getting this. I ruined the story. Jesus. So he said to me, sir, I forgot where it was. Shit. I was doing good. He said, sir, if you want this bacon, you have to go down the street, kill yourself, because that's the only way you're gonna get the motherfucking bacon, man. And I looked at him with this renewed look of anger all over my face, and I said, are you serious, mister? There was no motherfucking way I'll die for some bacon. And then he stared at me once again and said, well, sir, there is no motherfucking way you're gonna get this piece of bacon. So I took my hand and I flipped him off. And I took out a penny and flung it at him, and I said, here's a Lincoln, and here's a fuck you. Go fuck yourself with that piece of brass, you dirty scum. and he looked at me with fury in his eyes and said, "Fine, I like Lincoln, then there's no need to be hostile. Take this bacon and leave me alone." So I left him alone. I left him alone indeed, with the Lincoln and the resonance of my fuck you in his mind. And I ate my bacon, and I realized it was plastic. Gave me plastic bacon. Well, that's it, guys. That's it for my gameplay. 10 minutes have pretty much passed, haven't they? Yeah, okay, let's say 10 minutes passed. And that's about as much as I can do. Because I have to go meet my wife, and we have to speak about how great it is to have brunch every day, and blah, 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 blah. I'll upload this, and please, I'll leave a link in the description to my ass so you can look at it. I have a live cam. I'm streaming, by the way. So you can watch my hair grow next to my hole. And, well, you know, subscribe, leave a like. Enjoy your life, people. Goodbye. Now, see, I don't do that. I'm not one of those guys. I can't commentate like that. So I think I did drop some like serious fucking great stories there. The bacon story. Ooh.